Welcome in everybody to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Thomasini III here. A pleasant good afternoon from Danville, Virginia, as the Cougars of Averett University will take on the Running Eagles of Life University in their home opener here at Daly Field. The Cougars looking to start 1-0. They are in their white tops, going up against Life University in their black tops. And for Coach Brian Habak in his first season of play, looking to get a win here on the home field for Averett as the starters line up at midfield, getting ready to go here. Should be a good one. Life University traveling all the way up from Georgia for this matchup tonight. As we just announced the starting lineups for the Cougars, we're getting ready to get underway for play here as there's a lot of excitement in the stands and on the field for the Cougars. As mentioned, Coach Habak trying to set the culture here for this young Cougars team. And, you know, when you go down the list, there's a lot of sophomores and freshmen all across the board as we're getting ready for our first face-off here at Daly Field between the Cougars and the Running Eagles of Life University. And down below for the Cougars, getting ready to get it started here, kicking off their home opener in Danville, Virginia. So we are just about ready to get underway. First face-off is off, and it's going to go over to the, looks like it's going to be the Running Eagles. It's going to be on the ground and still loose. Looking to pick it up is the Cougars there. So that's a nice play by D'Amico. Cougars going to line up possession here. D'Amico going to space it around. Look, he's going to find Cameron Shattuck. Shattuck, sophomore from Burlington, North Carolina. As the Cougars here just keep possession, trying to start off fast. They fell in their opener just a few days ago. As you see there's Dawson Hobbs back behind the X here. That's going to go out of play. It's going to go over to the Running Eagles. And so now the Running Eagles will take it across the right side here. Back over in towards the middle, and the shot is up, and the shot is good there. Nice play and a goal by Jacob Long, the junior out of Washington State. And a fast start here for Life University as they got that ball in towards the X and was able to flush it down for the first goal of the afternoon. Nice shot there by number 22, Jacob Long, and that is not the start the Cougars want here early as they trail 1-0, but obviously still plenty of time. So we just got our first face-off off, and we'll see our second face-off here in just a moment as the Cougars look to try to stop this momentum by the Running Eagles. That was a nice possession there, just got it. No hesitation, nice passing behind the X, and was able to put it in. So now this second face-off here is going to be a ground ball picked up by the Running Eagles, and they'll look to try to do it over again. And passed back over down to Josh Bell. And back over to the 30-yard line. You see Braden Hiddle there just kind of spacing the ball around as that's a nice defensive play there by number 19, Ethan Zach, a freshman, another freshman, and harped on it a little bit in the pregame, but this is a really young Cougars team, and this one's going to go back in towards the middle. A nice scoring opportunity possibly for the Cougars here. And they're just going to keep passing it around there. There's Wood. Emmett Wood was a nice piece for Averett last year. In his sophomore season now, looking to build on an impressive freshman year as this one's going to go back behind the X. Back over to Wood. Wood now over to Hobbs. Cougars being very patient here. Just 40 on the shot clock here as Taft is going to move it inside. Good defense here by the running Eagles, and Averett's just going to continue to bounce it back out. Back over to Shattuck. Shattuck now 20 on the shot clock for the Cougars. And this one is going to go over the head of it. Looked like Wood. And yep, that was Emmett Wood. And pretty tough possession there for the Cougars as they had a lot of time with the ball but weren't able to push it towards the net. And now the running Eagles get a chance here as this one is going to be deflected and turned over by the Eagles and back into the hand of Prutzman. And Prutzman now trying to find a man. Goes over the head of Giovanni D'Amico. And back in towards the middle here. A chance and a shot and a score from the Cougars. First score here at Daly Field on the year. And the Cougars are able to tie it up 1-1. As that was Braden Powers there on the goal. Number 93, the junior out of Canada, is able to put that one in and tie it up for the Cougars. Nice play there and great passing from Averett on that possession. A lot more clean on that one than the previous possession, as we saw them kind of pass the ball around for about 40 seconds and then turned it over. That one had a little bit more sense of urgency. The Cougars were able to put it in. So they tie it up here 1-1. And this faceoff is going to go over to the running Eagles. Tyson now passing it back behind the X. Just 11 minutes to go here. Guarded tightly there by Luis Martinez of Averett, sophomore at Sterling, Virginia. Decent opportunity here for the Eagles from about the 30-yard line. Tyson opts to pass it back inside. Guarded tightly by Luis, and wow, that's a heck of a shot there. That one had some velocity behind it, and the running Eagles take the lead again. That was fired in there. Take a 2-1 lead. Looked like that was Jacob Long, the junior. And it will take a lead here for the Eagles. And fast-paced lacrosse here early, 10:48 left. And the Eagles take a 2-1 lead. We're going to have another face-off here for the Cougars. Let's see if they can try to get an answer back and not let this slip out of hand. And another face-off over to Life University. And the shot is up, and the shot is good. Christopher Tyson there, the freshman out of St. John's, Florida, is able to put it in. And that was one of the quickest goals I have seen since doing lacrosse. As that one was one off the face-off and just ran in and put in. So 3-1 Life now. And geez, that took 4 seconds off of the clock, and Life with a little bit of pace here. We're gonna have another face-off, and Averett has yet to win one of these face-offs, and Eagles' success continues as they win that one, but it goes over the head of Drew Posey. And Averett will regain possession here in a blink of an eye, down 3-1 to Life. And it just seems like it was a second ago that we had that Powers goal, but Life was able to retake the lead and then add on to that after a goal within 4 seconds. Cougars now moving a little bit closer towards the net here with a possible scoring opportunity. And there's going to be a flag on the field. I'll try to figure out what this is about. The referees are going to have a talk. And it looks like it's going to stay here with Life University. I'm starting to Looked like it was a slash there. We got some intel from the booth here, as that is going to be a penalty on Averett, or excuse me, penalty on Life. And Averett will keep possession here with Hobbs. Hobbs now passing it over to Wood. Let's see if the Cougars can try to get a little bit closer towards the net here. Taft down over towards the X, back over to Taft. Taft now is going to let it fire, and a nice save there. And back into play we go here, but there is going to be a whistle. And Taft will take the ball back, and Cougars desperately needing to get something here towards the net as Hobbs passes back over to Wood. Wood now. Wood and Shattuck, and this one is going to be a ground ball here. Let's see who's going to pick it up. It's going to be a fight for it. It's going to be Emmett Wood coming down with it back over to Hobbs. Dawson Hobbs to Taft. 35 on the shot clock for the Cougars. 30, Shattuck now back over to Hobbs, back over to Taft. Cougars getting a little bit closer here, and the shot is going to be saved. And a great play there. Colin Willis with a nice save, and a couple of really nice saves on that possession. Cougars had a couple of good opportunities, but weren't able to put it in. Cougars with another chance here. And back over to Emmett Wood. And over to Shattuck. And this one is going to be moved inside there. Almost looked like an alley-oop, to use a basketball reference, but it's going to be tipped away and out of play. And it looks like it's going to go back over to Life. And so now Harrison Hayes will corral it here for the running Eagles, and Tristan Berry with a long pass back over towards the 50-yard line. And then over to Jacob Long. Long now displaying some speed. Back over towards the middle here. That's going to be number 29. Excuse me, number 33, Michael Levtown. Levtown and Jacob Long playing catch here. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Life up 3-1 here and trying to extend their lead. Daly Field as Jacob Long now moving it back in towards the middle. And a chance here for the Eagles if they want it. Back over to Levtown. Levtown now. And an arid pass there, trying to get it into him, but he couldn't corral it. A graduate student out of McLean, Virginia, wasn't able to put that one down. And it'll go right back to the Cougars here as you see Casey Peterson with the ball. Ooh, Prutzman tried to get a handle on it, couldn't. This ball's going to be loose, and an aggressive play there from Michael Levtown. And a whistle's going to blow, as that was dangerous territory for the Cougars. Was able to get possession back, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. So we will be right back with you on the Averett Sports Network after the timeout break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas Senior III bringing it to you live from Daly Field in Danville, Virginia, where we see the Cougars trail in this one to Life University 3-1. And those Running Eagles will have the ball in possession on the right side of your screen, trying to extend that lead as we saw a little bit of a turnover from the Cougars just a moment ago, and then a timeout by first-year head coach Brian Havoc. And so now Michael Levtown working it around here with Jacob Long. Long now in towards the middle to Josh Bell. Back behind the X now and guarded tightly. That's going to be a nice pass inside, and the shot is going to be up and good. And the Running Eagles will extend their lead here, and Josh Bell, graduate student from Cumming, Georgia, is able to get that one in and extend the lead here for Life, 4-1. And this is a great start. If you're watching at home, if you're a Running Eagles fan of the Cougars, definitely not the start that they envisioned. Down 4-1 here early with 6:44 left to go in this quarter. So we're going to have another face-off. Let's see if Averett can try to get one of these, as it's been a struggle early, and another face-off is going to go over to Life. And that has been a big factor here early, is how Life has been able to control time of possession and keep these possessions alive with a good display of passing. Getting that ball towards the net, over towards Prutzman. They've been making it hard for him this first quarter of play. So let's see if Averett can switch this up. And a nice spin move there. Trying to move it inside. He's going to take a tough shot. And Jacob Long again trying to get that one in. Could not. And we're going to get a whistle from the referees. Looks like it's going to stay over here on the right side of your screen with Life, but Cougars definitely have to try to shake things up. It's been a tough start for them following the Powers goal. It tied it up at 1-1, but since, it's been all Life. A 3-0 run right now in this first quarter of play. And back we go in towards the middle here, guarded toughly there by Pearson. Nice save there by Prutzman, keeping it alive. Ball's going to be on the ground. It's going to be a flag. And back over to Prutzman. Now the Cougars are going to try to set it up. Still with some laundry on the field. This one's going to be passed all the way over towards the 50-yard line. And back to Tigran Cisse, but Cisse isn't able to corral it. Going to have a lot of subs coming on here for the Running Eagles, and Cisse now will try to find a Cougar, try to pass it into and stop this run. Ball rests about the 35-yard line here, and it's going to be Dawson Hobbs picking it up, getting ready for the Cougars to possibly put a goal in and stop this run. And that is going to be a slashing on Life. It's going to be a 1-minute penalty, and now the Cougars try to capitalize on that. Hobbs now moves it back over to the 25-yard line. This one's going to be on the ground. Let's see if the Cougars can pick it up. And they cannot. Dawson Hobbs wasn't able to corral it. Now, little fast break opportunity here for the running Eagles, moving it inside. And a great save there by Cameron Prutzman. And he's going to dump it all the way back down to the other side of the field. And a nice spin move there. Oof. Moving it towards the 40 here. Cisse with a great play to keep this possession alive. Back over to Connor Taff. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout from the Cougars of Averett University, and Brian Habbock will talk it over with his players, try to see what the Cougars can do coming after the break on the Averett Sports Network.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network and Thomas Heaney III. The Cougars and the Running Eagles facing off here at Daly Field, the home opener for the men's lacrosse team. So far we've seen one Cougars goal by Braden Powers, but since it has been a Running Eagles run, 3 straight unanswered goals, and the Cougars calling the timeout, looking to maybe reset and try to get one in here. They're going to have a chance, as this one is going to be high and away. Powers was looking for his second goal on the afternoon, but ball was able to sail over the net, wasn't able to put it in. And back we go behind the X, and Powers back over to Wood. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for the Cougars, as you see Cameron Shattuck. A nice move inside back behind the net in the X area. Let's see. Nice defense there from Life. This one's going to go up, and it's going to be no good as Cisse took a shot at it. And we're going to have 40 on the shot clock here for the Cougars, looking to possibly put a goal in. Back over to Wood. Back over to Shattuck. Dawson Hobbs now. Connor Taft, the leading goal scorer for the Cougars last season. Cisse is going to take a shot at it, but it's going to be saved. Nice play there by the goalie, Colin Willis. And keeps the Cougars at 1 goal. And Cisse really fired that one in there, but it's a better save from Willis. And this ball is going to be on the ground. It's going to be scooped up by the Running Eagles. And back we go here with number 22, Jacob Long. Long back over to Bell. Eagles being pretty patient here, trying to feel out this Cougars defense, and just 2:35 on the clock. Definitely in no rush, obviously, with the lead as well, so just gonna keep passing it around. Cougars pressing a little bit more here, though. Jacob Long And a nice pass there. Couldn't corral it. And it's going to be scooped up by the Cougars in Ty Pearson. Nice play there. And Pearson's been playing some pretty good defense this first quarter of play, as this one's going to swing back to D'Amico. Back behind the net with Powers. Back over to Cisse. Cisse. Cougars inching a little bit closer here. So we just dip under 2 minutes here at Daly Field. Cougars down 4-1. Trying to put a dent into the lead that the Running Eagles have extended here. Back over to Powers, over to Wood. 1:35 left on the clock as this one's going to be pushed inside there by Hobbs. Taft looking to create some magic. Cisse's able to scoop it up. 25 left on the shot clock. Back over to Hobbs. Thought Hobbs might let it rip there from a far distance away. Instead, he opts to pass it back out. Nice pass inside, but Taft couldn't get it on his stick. 12 on the clock. Ground ball. Who's going to pick it up as Cisse takes a dive onto the field. And Life is going to be running it right back. 1 minute remaining left in this first quarter of play. Ball is on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Josh Bell. Michael Levtown now moving it around. Jacob Long will just kind of sit there. 54 seconds on the shot clock with 30 on the game clock, so they can hold it here if they want. Life is in no rush. It's not an inspirational quote. That is the university's name, as they will hold it. Moving it towards the 10-yard line. Pass inside, can't get it on his stick. Prutzman looked like he was going to come out and try to corral it. He can't. There's 12 seconds left on the clock. Jacob Long moving it around towards the 30-yard line. Excuse me, that's going to be number 20, Josh Bell, putting it in for his second goal on the day. And with just 6 seconds left, a buzzer beater for Life University, extending their lead here to 5-1 at Daly Field. Josh Bell, the graduate student, providing that veteran leadership here for the Running Eagles, and multiple goals here in the first quarter of play. And that is definitely a tough pill to swallow for the Cougars. With just 6 seconds remaining, Life is able to get that one to go. And we'll have one last final face-off here before we take a break. And it will go to, looked like it was going to go to the Cougars. Instead, it'll go to the Running Eagles. The clock hit 0, and that ends the first quarter of play. So for the Cougars, they trail in this one 5-1. And Josh Bell, you saw there just a couple moments ago, was able to get his second goal to go in a multiple-goal first quarter. So we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network after the break. And welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas Heaney III here, giving you Cougars and Running Eagles. Men's lacrosse competition here as Averett has found themselves down 5-1 going into the second quarter of play, as this one's going to be picked up by the Eagles and Tyson. And we'll switch sides here. The Eagles will be on the left side of your screen, the Cougars on the right. Eagles did a nice job at controlling the pace and time of possession in the first quarter of play. We're able to get more opportunities than the Cougars, and let's see if the Cougars can scrap back a little bit. 4 unanswered goals right now from Life. It's going to go back behind the X. And swung back over to Jacob Long, and for the Cougars, it's definitely going to come down to keeping Josh Bell in check. As mentioned, 2 goals in that first quarter. On top of that, he had a couple of really nice opportunities also that he wasn't able to put in, but and a chance here, swings it in. Jacob Long isn't able to get that one to go out of play. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. It's been a combination of Jacob Long and Josh Bell for the Running Eagles. Good defense there by the Cougars in Ethan Zach, the defenseman there, trying to keep Life away from the net as just 13 seconds left here on the shot clock. Let's see what they can do. 10 left, Jacob Long. Let's see if Long just takes a long-range shot here. He might. Instead, he'll get it right back behind. Only 2. Got to work fast. 1 second left, and it's going to hit 0. Be a violation. Will go right back to the Cougars here, and chance to possibly put a dent into this lead. We've seen Life grow here early in this game. Still second quarter play. Go right back over to Giovanni D'Amico. Over to Connor Boyd. Connor Taft been a little bit quiet here in this one. Let's see if he can get it going. Back over to Powers. Powers has the lone Cougars goal here going into the second quarter play. Back over to the senior Taft. And then over to Dawson Hobbs. Hobbs now will take a seat and survey the defense. Try to set something up here. Been pretty impressed here by the Running Eagles defense. Play more of a zone look, kind of sitting back and just letting the Cougars try to move it in, not press too hard, not make too many mistakes. Don't want the Cougars to get closer towards the net. It's going to be over to Wood. Wood now over to Cisse. And a nice defensive play there from the Running Eagles, and a great hit by number 5, Keegan Boschert. Only 4 on the clock to work with. It's going to be put up by Shattuck, and it's going to be out. The clock will hit 0, and we'll swing back over to the Running Eagles. So 2 long possessions by both teams, respectfully, but both were unable to capitalize and put a goal in. So we'll head right back over to Life, and you'll see number 6, Tristan Berry, pushing it back over to McCoy Bodmer. And a long shot there from Jacob Long. Can't find the net. It's going to go out of play. Looks like we're going to stay here with Life University. And for Life, trying to extend their lead here, keeping it. They've been having a good job at keeping these long possessions alive, and both teams aren't playing too overly aggressive, and Cougars are kind of playing the same defense as the Running Eagles, just kind of sitting back and not allowing Life to get close towards the net and just continuing to pass it around. Bodmer there. Jacob Long moving it back over to Bodmer. Back to about the 30-yard line with Long, and Long pump fake shots there. Gets it back over behind the net. And a nice pass inside. Prutzman's able to stop it, and he's going to cover it up. And we'll get a whistle here. A nice play there by Prutzman. And Prutzman has had to face a lot of shots here early in this game, but he's standing pretty tall. The sophomore out of Montgomery, New York. Trying to keep the Cougars in this game and buy a little bit of time here while they figure out their offense a little bit early in this young season. Back over to Prutzman. And he's going to pass it over to Pascal Roman. Roman loses the handle. Ground ball here. Who's going to get it? Still on the ground. It's loose, and it's going to be picked up there by Connor Taff. Taff now back over towards the 30-yard line. And Braden Powers looking to possibly get on the board again as Cisse is able to put it in over towards the net, and he's going to be hit in the crease. No penalty there. No goal for the Cougars, and a tough possession there. Cisse was trying to make a play. Came pretty close to it, but wasn't able to get it in. And back we go here with the Running Eagles over back behind the X, and Cole Gardner, newly into the game, the freshman out of Dallas, Georgia. McCoy Bodner there. Moving it around. Under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Not much has changed here early. Still Life up 5-1. Braden Hiddle surveying the defense here as the clock hits 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Tristan Berry getting a nice pick there from his buddy Braden Hiddle. And over to Jacob Long. This one's going to be moved in by Hiddle. Hiddle's going to put it towards the net, and it looked like Prutzman might have got a piece of it. Regardless, it goes out of play, and it looks like we're going to stay here with the Running Eagles. And just 15 on the clock, shot clock, excuse me. Got to move a little bit faster here with 10. And back over to Braden Hiddle. Hiddle now is going to nice shimmy inside. Shot is up, and shot is good. Braden Hiddle gets the first goal of this second quarter of play. And his first goal on the afternoon, extending Life's lead to 6-1. Getting that one to go. Sophomore out of Dallas, Georgia, is able to put it in and extends the lead for the Cougars. That's now 5 unanswered goals following the Braden Powers goal that we saw earlier in the first quarter of play. Nice display of moves there from Hiddle. See if the Cougars can get this face-off here, and it's been a struggle. They haven't won one yet. It's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by the Running Eagles. Cole Gardner back over to Tyson. Eagles are moving fast here, and we saw that goal a little bit earlier in the first quarter. But Jacob Long scored within 4 seconds, so back over here to Bodmer. Hiddle now over to Long, and Long is going to let it fire, but it's going to hit off of the crossbar. And a good opportunity there for Life, and they're going to keep it on this side. It's going to be Braden Hiddle. Excuse me. We're actually going to flip sides here, and it'll be the Cougars and Giovanni D'Amico. Cougars looking to stop the 5-0 run here that we've seen Life University go on here, is back behind the X, and they've been playing pretty tough defense, just like I talked about, letting the Cougars pass it around towards the 40 and 30-yard line. But you know, once they get close, they've been pretty physical. We saw Cisse get a nice shot in towards the crease, but he was hit, and it disrupted his shot and wasn't able to put it in. And obviously Dawson Hobbs, Emmett Wood, just kind of swinging it around here, trying to get it a little bit closer. Powers now, Cougars moving in a little bit more towards the 20-yard line. Wood back over to Cisse. Cisse, ball on his stick, moving it back over to Powers. Back over to Taft. See Zach Coleman into the game for the Cougars, moving it inside there, and a great save again. It's going to be rebounded by Coleman. Another chance for the Cougars here is Powers. Ball's going to be loose. It's going to be picked up, and What a terrific job here early by Colin Willis, graduate student goalie out of Charlotte, North Carolina. A couple of really nice saves, keeping the Eagles up in this game. And Cougars have had their opportunities for sure, but outside of the Powers goal, not much has gone down for them, as we'll keep it here on this side. And as mentioned just a couple moments ago, newly into the game, number 3, Zach Coleman, the freshman out of Alabama. It's going to be scooped up here by Dawson Hobbs and back over towards the middle of the wood. Back behind the net here with Powers. Powers now looking to make some magic happen. Over to Cisse. Wood back over to Cisse. Cisse, a nice juke move inside. Back over to Powers. Ball is still loose. He's going to pick it up. 34 seconds left on the shot clock. Cisse kind of surveying the defense here as the Eagles are just not letting anything happen towards the crease, and start to wonder if the Cougars are going to have to resort to more longer shots, 20, 30 yards out, because right now everything close to Willis is protected. And we're going to get a timeout on the field from Life University, where they lead this one 6-1 with 5:38 left to go in this second quarter of play. My name is Thomas III. I'll be right back with you after the break. Welcome, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas III, giving it to you live here from Danville, Virginia, where the Cougars trail in this one by 5 goals in the second quarter of play. 6-1 here, still early in this game. And we will stay on the left side here of the field with Braden Hiddle. You just saw him score a goal maybe just a few moments ago in the second quarter of play. We guarded tightly there by Casey Peterson. Tightly might be an understatement there, as Peterson is going to pick up a flag. But the possession will still go on right here as Prutzman is able to corral it, keep it in his stick, and definitely not a lacrosse expert by any means, but I think most people watching might realize that that was a flag. And so Peterson will go and take a seat for that penalty. And the Running Eagles will regroup here following that penalty committed by Peterson with a nice chance to extend their lead. And, you know, for the Running Eagles, I'm sure that they would love to go into the halftime break, only giving up a goal. Let's see what they can do here. Hiddle back over to Long. A nice pass inside there. Just keep getting it closer and closer. It's going to be fired up and in by Braden Hiddle, number 18, getting his second goal on the night. Extending the lead here up to 7-1 with 4:46 remaining. Impressive start here for the sophomore as he matches his teammate Josh Bell with 2 goals on the afternoon. And for the Cougars, it has been a tough start following the Powers goal, as that's now 6 straight unanswered here at Daly Field. And still a lot of time left in this game, but the Cougars definitely have to regroup. Of another face-off at midfield right here for you. It's going to go to the Running Eagles, and another chance here for them to just keep extending their lead, and they've been dominant here early over this young Cougars team, and obviously still a lot of time left. But there's Braden Hiddle, as you just saw, got his second goal on the afternoon, and this has been one of the big reasons why Life has been so good in this one. Just been able to control the time of possession. Have some nice passing around. And in all honesty, they've just been able to get towards the net more times than the Cougars have early, and it's been showing as there's another chance towards the net, and it's going to be deflected off of Prutzman. It's going to go out of play. Both teams have been playing pretty aggressive once teams get towards the crease. As speaking of aggressive, there it is a nice hit inside, and it's going to be loose, picked up there by Prutzman. But both teams not allowing them to get towards the crease. And there's another hit there. It's going to be a flag on the play, and they're going to blow the whistle. And I think that's going to be Jacob Long picking up that penalty there. He's probably going to go take a seat on the hard hit there. But so we just saw the Cougars pick up a penalty of their own, and now Life's going to pick one up as well. It's going to be a 30-second penalty for Jacob Long. And possibly a chance here for the Cougars to stop this momentum that has been building here really ever since midway through the first quarter of play. And so here we go with the Cougars. Here's Connor Taff. And Cisse is unable to get that on his stick. It is going to be a tough turnover there for the Cougars. Still fighting to try to get it back, but he can't. It's going to go back over towards the 40-yard line with Tristan Berry. Moving fast here are the Eagles. Gets it over to Bodmer. Back over to Bodmer, and just kind of wasting the time here is Tristan Berry, Braden Hiddle, and the starters here for Life University, just kind of moving it around, wasting time. I mean, they're up 7-1, so definitely a no rush here. Probably just want to get to halftime with the lead that they have. Back over to Hiddle. Hiddle looking for the hat trick here tonight. He's going to try to move it inside. Opts to pass it back towards the X. And a move inside, and the shot's going to go up, and it's going to go. And another goal here for Life University. That looks like Tristan Berry, the freshman out of Clinton, New Jersey. With a nice shot there, and 8-1 lead here in this first half of play for the Running Eagles. And Cougars got to flip a switch here soon. Sense of urgency definitely growing here in the last 2:25 in the first half before we go to break. And one of the interesting things about it also is just hasn't been one player in particular. It's been a mixed bag, and Life has been able to kind of spread it around. As you see there, the freshman getting involved. And we'll have another face-off here for you. It's going to be won by Cole Gardner of the Running Eagles and pushed back over towards the 30-yard line. See Michael Levtown there, the defenseman. Back over to Tyson. And in over to Bodmer. As we dip below 2 minutes here at Daly Field, and it's 8-1 Life University. Tyson now with a display of speed, getting a nice pick there from Jacob Long. Back over to Hiddle. Hiddle now. 25 left on the clock. Guarded tightly there by Boyd. He's going to fire that one in, and Prutzman's going to be able to corral it and get it back for the Cougars. 1:17 left to go in the first half of play. Cougars got to act fast here to try to stop this run and go into the half with a little bit of momentum, but that's not going to help there. It's going to be turned over. And a nice hit there. Ooh. See Keegan Bosch hurt there. On the other end of that, and oh my gosh, another tough hit there as you see Williamson getting involved. There's a flag. It's getting pretty physical down there with 48 seconds to go in the first half. Could have been multiple flags actually, but looks like it's going to go against Life, and Cougars can hold this one now with 37 seconds left to go in the first half. As you see Dawson Hobbs there, we're going to get a whistle. And a timeout by Coach Habik, trying to set something up here with just 32 seconds left to go in the first half of play. And the Cougars trailing in this one 8-1 in the second quarter. We'll be right back with you for the conclusion of the first half after this break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And back here at Averett University on the Averett Sports Network, as we just saw Life picking up a 1-minute penalty. It'll actually it'll run into the next half of play as there's only 32 seconds left, so the Cougars will have a power play going into the second half of play as well. So let's see if they can capitalize on this here. 21 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Cougars moving it in close. Shot is going to be up and saved by Willis, picked up there by Cisse. 15 seconds left. Powers now surveys the defense. Not much time to work with here for the Cougars. As just 5 seconds remaining. And Wood moving towards the 30. He's going to have to put up a long-range shot. He'll actually opt not to, and that will take us to the half with Life University in this one taking a commanding 8-1 lead over your Averett University Cougars. And we're going to take a quick halftime break here, and we hope to join you right back after this halftime break on the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas Heaney III, getting ready for the second half of play between the Averett University Cougars and the Life University Running Eagles. So far in this game, Life has been good for them as they are up 8-1. 5 goals in the first quarter, 3 goals in the second quarter. And for the Cougars, their lone goal came from Braden Powers midway through the first quarter of play. Shots by the period so far, Life 18-9. Ground balls are split 15-15. And the faceoffs have been dominating for Life. In this one, they have 9 faceoffs to Averett's 1. As it's going to be Willis with a nice hit over there. And now a turnover for the Cougars. And trying to move it inside. The ball is going to be loose. Looks like it's going to go out of play, and it will. Scoring in the first half, Josh Bell with 2 goals, Braden Hiddle with 2 goals, Jacob Long with 1, Christopher Tyson with 1, McCoy Bodmer with 1, and Tristan Berry, the freshman, with 1, assisted by Michael Levtown 3 times and Josh Bell once. And back we go here with the Cougars. And for the Cougars, their goal was scored, as I mentioned before, Braden Powers with 1, and then Cisse was on that assist. So Cougars looking to flip a switch here in this second half of play. And you will see them on the left side of your screen. Trying to chip away here. Can't get it all back at once, but still got 30 minutes to play, so let's see what they can do. As Cisse tried to corral it. Went out of play, and we will go right back over with Life. And it's going to be swung back over to Cole Gardner. Gardner to the 10 and back over towards the X, where you will see Michael Levtown and trying to get a nice pass inside there and couldn't connect. And now Taft's going to fight for it. We're going to get a whistle. Look like an offsides possibly. Going to switch back over. And you see Powers there, flipping it over to Emmett Wood. See Dawson Hobbs and the Cougars working the possession here. Back over to Taft. Over to Wood. Back around the net here, and a nice chance for Wood. Wood now, a nice spin move inside. He's going to put up a shot. It's going to ricochet off of the ground. Can't go. Ball's loose. Who's going to pick it up? Still loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Cougars. 55 seconds on the clock. It's going to go over to Hobbs. Cisse now back behind the X and Powers, and a whistle is going to be blown. Not sure what the call is going to be here. Assuming it'll probably stay here with the Cougars. We're going to get a reset here on the shot clock, actually. So it's going to reset back to 60 seconds. More opportunity for the Cougars to possibly put one in here. And back over here with Dawson Hobbs. Shot clock reset there. Like that was over the head of Connor Taft, but he's able to use his height there to pick it up. Taft now pushing it back over to Powers. Powers, left side of the field, works it back up towards the middle. Dawson Hobbs over to Cisse. And a nice opportunity here for the Cougars. It's going to hit the ground. Let's see who's going to pick up this ground ball. Ground balls were split in that first half of action, 15-15, and right there it goes to the Cougars. Nice pass inside, and a great save again there by Willis, and he has been a brick wall behind the net. And now a fast break opportunity here for the Running Eagles. You see Josh Bell looking for a hat trick on the right side of your screen. Gonna have a new line coming on here for Life University with 11:11 left on the clock in the third quarter of play. Back behind the X here, and over to Josh Bell. Over towards the 15-yard line and right back down over to the X. Controlling time of possession here with 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Pushes it back down to Jacob Long. Long 20 on the clock. Bodmer passes it back over to Tyson. 10 on the clock now. All the way back over to Josh Bell. Bell looking for a hat trick. Can he get it done? It's going to go over the head of Prutzman and the net and out of play. With 3 seconds left on the clock will hit 0. It'll be a turnover. We have the running Eagles, and now the Cougars will regain possession. Clock will wind now, and this ball is going to be up for grabs. Connor Boyd fighting for it. Hits the deck, tries to scoop it up, and just swarming defense right now by Life. And back over in towards the middle. It's going to be a ground ball scooped up there by the running Eagles. And passed back over to Barry. Barry, the freshman, his first goal in that second quarter of play. Gets it back over to Levtown. And in towards the middle to Jacob Long. The chance here to put it in, and he does. Nice shot there by Bodmer. And extends the Life lead, 9-1 here. What a great play there by Bodmer, the graduate student out of Reston, Virginia. Transferring over from Ferrum. And he gets it done there for his first goal on the afternoon at the 9:13 mark. And it's been a tough run here for your Cougars, and 8 straight unanswered goals. Trying to find something here to stop this run that Life has gone on. We're going to have a face-off here at midfield. It's going to be picked up and won by Tyson. Tyson now looking to move fast, and missed opportunity there. As you saw, Braden Hilton couldn't really get it on his stick. Hiddle. Back over to Tyson. And then over to Bell. Life looking for their 10th goal on the afternoon here, as we are just under 9 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. And get back over to Bodmer. Just saw him score his first goal. This one is going to be fired in. Woo! What a shot there by Jacob Long. And Jacob Long is going to get his second goal on the afternoon, and that's going to be 10 and 9 unanswered for Life University. Wish I had a radar gun up here, man. That was swung in there hard, and Cougars now trail big in this third quarter. It's been a combination of the time of possession as well as mishaps on the face-offs. As I mentioned at the halftime, 9-1 in the first half of play for the Eagles, and they've won every single one here in the second half of play as well. So right back in action here with Life, as this one's going to be passed back over towards Josh Bell. And so now Bell, Hiddle, and Jacob Long all with 2 goals. So almost a race to see who can get that hat trick first. They've got 3 players in contention for it, as Tristan Berry will take it towards the 40-yard line. Guarded tightly there by Peterson. Berry's going to make a nice move inside and a bid for another goal. Back over to Josh Bell. In towards the middle to Tyson, and a good save there by Prutzman. Was able to stuff that one up. Not allow Life to get another goal there. And going to go right back over to Tristan Berry, the freshman, and back behind the X here with 7:30 left in the third quarter of play. And a game that has been all Life, 10-1. Berry now surveys the defense, tries to get inside, can't. Good defense there by the Cougars front line. And with 25 seconds left on the shot clock, going to have Life moving it towards the 35-yard line. Taking their time here with a nice, comfortable lead. Not trying to do too much or make any mistakes, and that's going to be a shot up and saved by Prutzman. Nice play there. Let's keep the lead, the deficit in single digits here in this third quarter of play. Ethan Zach now trying to find a man. He does. He's going to find Connor Boyd. And back behind the X here to Braden Powers. Back over to Cisse. Cisse now is going to fire it and score. Nice goal there from Cisse. The freshman getting it done from Alexandria, Virginia. And that stops a run by Life University. Nice shot there by Tigran Cisse. The Cougars desperately needed that one, and Cisse was ready to deliver. Got a nice open look at the net and was able to flush it in, and now the Cougars cut the lead down to 8. Still plenty of time left in this one in the third quarter. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go. We'll have another face-off for you following that Cisse goal. And a little delay here on the face-off as Cisse's come pretty close on a few occasions, but hadn't been able to get it in. Right there, he's able to put it in, and he gets the Cougars on the board and stops a 9-0 run by Life. And now the Cougars are going to actually get possession here on the left side of your screen. Let's see the ground ball, and it's fought for. Still no possession decided yet, and now it's going to go over to Life, and a whistle's going to blow. We're going to stop play. And it'll switch sides here, back over towards the Cougars with a chance to regain a little bit of momentum following that Cisse goal. Trailing in this one 10-2. But if you can get a couple more goals here before the fourth quarter starts, never know what can happen, as we've seen some crazy games over the years and some incredible lacrosse comebacks. So still plenty of time in this one as they're trying to get it into Braden Powers. Wasn't able to get it. And that is going to go out of play, it looks like. Ty Pearson. And back over towards the 50-yard line here with Life trying to have an answer for that Cougars goal. As you saw Cisse a few minutes ago, was able to put it in for the Cougars, get their second goal on the afternoon. As see Josh Bell, Hiddle, and Long all with 2 goals respectively so far in this one. One of them looking for the hat trick as Barry's going to pass it back over towards Josh Bell. And in behind the net. Good display of passing here from the Eagles, Tristan Berry. Guarded tightly there by Coleman. Going to head right back, and nice pump fake inside, and the shot is going to go up, and it's going to go down. Jacob Long, with his third goal on the afternoon, is able to put it in, and there's your answer, folks, from the Eagles after that Cisse goal. It's going to be a hat trick from Jacob Long, junior out of Washington. And neither team really has been able to get close towards the crease. So as we've seen, some of those shots have been resorted back out towards the 20, 25-yard line. And right there, you saw Long take a long-range shot and was rewarded with it. And he gets the hat trick right there. 2 goals in this quarter for Long. And another face-off won by the running Eagles. Back over to Boschert. And out of play back over towards the Cougar side. But as we see, under 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter of play. DeMarco now trying to get it over towards Hobbs. He can. It's going to be a turnover and a fast break. 3-on-2 here. Chance for the running Eagles, and a great save there by Cameron Prutzman. Was able to get it off of his stick and keep the Eagles out of the net again following that tough turnover. And try to get it in towards Ethan Zach, it looked like, but weren't able to get it in, and now it's going to be passed all the way back over. It's going to be a turnover for the Cougars. Back over we go with the Eagles. And Tristan Berry. Berry over towards the 20-yard line. Nice pass inside. And Prutzman again. The Houdini act in front of the net with a breakaway shot. Great save. And 60 seconds left on the shot clock here, as Prutzman with 2 phenomenal saves, keeping the Eagles from growing their lead up to 10. And it goes out of play. And as we approach the 3-minute mark here in this one, just joining us, it's been all life so far in this one, 11-2. Nice display. Shot creating Josh Bell with 2 goals, Braden Hiddle with 2 goals, and Jacob Long with 2 goals in this quarter, and 3 overall. It's going to be looked like it was going to be a turnover there, and another opportunity there from Josh Bell, but instead the Cougars are able to pick it up. Ethan Zach now moves it inside towards Cisse. Cisse with a goal already in this quarter. It's not going to happen right there as he turns it over. And right back over to Willis in net. Willis now passes it up towards the 50-yard line, and another opportunity here for the running Eagles of Life University. Going to get a whistle, and it looks like a timeout. Let's see. Yep, it's going to be a timeout on the field. So we will take a break here on the Averett Sports Network. 2:36 left to go here at Daly Field at a game that's been all life, 11-2 so far in this one. We'll be right back after the break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
Welcome back, everybody. Following that timeout on the field, as we see Cougars now coming right back onto the field, down 11-2, 2:36 left to go in this one. And we will start with the possession of the running Eagles back over towards the 10-yard line. And in over towards Bodmer. Bodmer with a goal in this one. Bodmer's going to pass it down over towards Josh Bell. Bell swings it over. Oh, my goodness. What a nice juke move in there by Bodmer. Bodmer spin moves around. Passes it back out to Bell. Bell trying to find Hiddle. Cannot connect. It'll go out of play. Right back over towards the Cougars. 2 minutes exactly left in this third quarter of play. Getting it right back over to the middle, and Pascal Roman. Ball's going to go out of play. Wasn't for a lack of effort there by Calvin Beavers, senior out of Durham, North Carolina. Getting it back behind the X area here are the Fighting Eagles, and Michael Levtown gets it up, and a nice block there by Prutzman. Good save. Ball is loose. Who's going to pick it up? Prutzman is able to land on it and pick it up. 1:27 left to go in the third quarter of play. Trying to find a man. It's going to be loose and hit hard there. Ooh, nice play there. Looked like Ethan Zach was involved on that hit. And regardless, though, the Eagles will pick it up. 75 seconds left on the shot clock. 59 seconds left on the game clock here in the third quarter of play. As you will see, Tristan Berry moving it around, taking their time here. Don't have to rush anything at all. The nice, comfortable lead that Life has built in this third quarter. And they've been in control really ever since midway through the first quarter of play. The game started out 1-1, and then what followed was a 9-goal run that you watched. 20 seconds left on the game clock. Tristan Berry now looking to try to make some magic happen. At the end of the second quarter, they were able to score with 6 seconds left, a buzzer beater shot to get it in. Let's see what Hiddle can do. Hiddle's going to fire it in. It's going to be blocked by Prutzman. Another great save. 5 seconds left on the game clock. And it's actually going to stop here. Get a whistle. And so let's see if the Eagles can do anything here with 4 seconds left. The whistle's going to blow. The clock will start. And it'll be picked up there by Prutzman. And the clock hits 0, and we will head to a break. Third quarter of action has concluded. The Life University Running Eagles lead this one 11-2 over your Averett University Cougars. And we will be right back with you after the break for the fourth quarter of play in the last 15 minutes here at Daly Field in Danville, Virginia. We'll be right back with you.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas Heaney III bringing it to you live from Danville, Virginia for the final 15 minutes of this men's lacrosse matchup between your Cougars of Averett University and the Life University Running Eagles. So far, it has been all Running Eagles in this one, 11-2. And we've actually seen a hat trick from Jacob Long and 2 goals in that last quarter. And for the Cougars, Cisse was able to put one in and stop a 10-goal run that we saw Life go on. So right back into action here on the left side of your screen from the 10-yard line over to Jacob Long. And, pretty important quarter of play here for Coach Havock's squad. Obviously, pretty young team coming in here after following their road opener a couple of days ago, falling to 0-1, and now in this one here at Daly Field trying to mount a pretty big comeback as that one goes out of play. But, when life knocks you down, you got to get right back up. And for the Cougars in this one, they got to try to mount something here, get some momentum, and I do promise that will be the last Life pun that I say as we get ready here with Tyson back over towards the middle and Hiddle looking for a hat trick for himself, respectfully. Also 2 goals in this one and just 1 on the clock, and they will just let this one roll out of play and take the violation. Back we go here with the Cougars. Back over to Prutzman. Prutzman, despite giving up the 11 goals, has had a pretty decent day and had a couple of really nice saves. Might see a couple of them on the weekly highlights as he's had a couple of really nice kick saves and using his stick well. And Cougars now looking to push it a little bit closer inside there, and it's going to be blocked and deflected before the shot could even get towards the net. It's going to be picked up by the Cougars and Connor Boyd. A little sense of urgency here. Definitely a different look for Coach Havock's squad. Obviously just 13 minutes left to go in this one in a big deficit, but you can kind of tell there's a little bit more sense of urgency as it's going to be passed back over to Cameron Shattuck. And Hobbs cannot find Connor Taft there. His pass was a little bit low, but Taft couldn't corral it. Go out of play, and another turnover for the Cougars, and those have been pretty tough to overcome in this one. Possession's so valuable in this one, especially against a team in Life where they're controlling the time of possession and passing it around pretty well. Got to treat every possession like gold. As back and forth we go here, and in over towards Jacob Long. Tyson now towards the 35-yard line. And surveying the defense here. 35 seconds left on the shot clock as Bodmer is going to move it inside, and the shot is going to be up, and it's going to go. Ooh, nice play there by Jacob Long, extending this Life lead up to 10 now with 11:46 left to go, and a ground ball-like shot there. That's a tough save for Prutzman to make. He wasn't able to do it. And Life on the board here in the 4th quarter of play. Long now with his 4th goal and 3 goals in this second half of play. Got another face-off for the Cougars, now trailing by double digits, 10 goals. Face-off is going to be won by the Eagles, and see Tristan Berry was able to get that one over, and now got to imagine that Life is probably just going to slow it down here and try to run this clock out a little bit with just under 12 minutes to go here at Daly Field. And a pass back over towards Bodmer into Tristan Berry and back in towards the X. Guarded tightly there by Calvin Beavers, and one of the leaders on this young squad, the senior Good defense. Oh, my goodness. What a shot there by Bodmer. Falling down to his knees, able to get it in, and another goal from Life. And that was just a terrific shot. I wasn't even ready for that one, to be honest with you. It's a nice pass inside and able to get Life up to 13 goals now, an 11-goal lead in this fourth quarter of play. And the Cougars looking for some sort of answer. We get another face-off. And this one is going to go over to the running Eagles on a nice spin move there by Tyson. And Braden Hiddle looking for his third goal on the afternoon as he's going to pass it back over to Tristan Berry. And in over the head of Bodmer, as you just saw, score that terrific goal. Going to get a whistle. Thought it might be a timeout, but instead it looks like we're just going to switch sides here. The Cougars will regain possession. A chance here, not many opportunities in this fourth quarter of play so far for the Cougars, but got a chance here to possibly put one in as Connor Taft leading the way back over down to Powers, and a flag is going to be thrown on the right side of the field towards the 35-yard line. Moving it back around on the right side is back behind the X here is Connor Taft. Taft quiet so far today, looking to get on the board. Taft moves it around. Going to drive it back up towards the 40-yard line. 40 seconds left on the shot clock. Still plenty of time. Taft now with a nice spin move inside. Cougars having some trouble trying to push it towards the net as see a couple subs coming on here for the Cougars. There's Cisse with a goal already in this one, looking to make it 2. Just 20 seconds left on the shot clock. This one's going to be moved inside, and it's going to be on the ground. It's going to be a turnover. Looks like by the Cougars. Let's see what happens. Ground ball. Who's going to pick it up? Ball is still loose. It goes out of play. And the Cougars looks like they will keep up. Sounds like offsides, if I heard that correctly. And looks like the Cougars will lose possession here. And actually, excuse me, that's going to be number 8 for Life, Cole Gardner, offside. So the Cougars will actually keep possession here and be rewarded a fresh shot clock. There was just only 8 seconds to work with. Shot up here, and shot is good by Emmett Wood. Cougars on the board here in the fourth quarter of play. Nice shot there from the sophomore, and I touched on him a little bit in that first half of play. Had a nice freshman year. Was able to get that one to go. Nice shot there by the sophomore. Cougars now with 3 goals tonight. That's a great job there by Coach Habbock's squad, capitalizing on the offsides, got the fresh shot clock, and got the fresh goal. So we're going to have another face-off here as the Cougars find themselves down by 10 now in this fourth quarter, but still just trying to gain some momentum. And talked about it a little bit before, but, you know, obviously a pretty young team here, and Coach Habbock coaching in his first season, and that's going to be a penalty there as the flag is going to be thrown. But let's see who this is on. I'm not quite sure. Looks like it's going to go against Averett. That is going to be a holding on Casey Peterson of Averett, so he's going to take the 30-second penalty there, and the running Eagles will take it here. But, you know, Coach Habbock of this young squad trying to change the culture, and in his first season of play, definitely expecting some mistakes. I was able to interview him before the season started, and, you know, he talked about that culture and talking about the leadership in the classroom and just how much the guys have bought in. And it's going to be a process for sure. And today has not been their day, but I think everybody here at Averett trusts that Coach Habak is leading this team in the right direction. And a very young team at that, and that's going to be picked up there by Prutzman. But he even talked about how, you know, he said, we're going to lose some games, we're going to win some games, that's a given, but how we react in each scenario will be a true indicator as to how we will be progressing. And this one obviously hasn't gone their way so far, but as he talked about during my interview with him, he's talking about how Cougars are going to have to respond to some of these lumps. And you see there Dawson Hobbs passing it back in towards the middle. That's going to be freshly into the game. Darian Gibbs, the freshman. Just under 7:40 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Definitely want to see some flashes, and we've seen some flashes from this team in this game in particular there with Cisse get one in, and that's going to be a turnover. It looks like, yep, it's going to be right back over towards the running Eagles, and Jacob Long sprinting down the field, tried to get it onto the stick of his friend Josh Bell, couldn't do it, but he's able to pick it back up off the ground in a fresh possession here for the running Eagles. And that is going to be a timeout on the field, so we will take another break in the fourth quarter of action. In this one, Life up 13-3, 6:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hope to join you after this.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs, like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas Heaney III giving you second half of play, fourth quarter action, actually, of Averett versus Life. So far in this one, it's been all Life, 13-3. As we get ready to start it back up, you'll see Tyson manning the middle for the running Eagles and a 50-second shot clock in this one. Passing it back over to Levtown. And in over to Bodmer. Gonna go out of play, and the Cougars will regain possession. So Cougars trying to get some momentum here. Seen crazier things. It would take a lot, as that's going to be picked off, and a pick six. What a play there by Jacob Long. I feel like I was watching football there for a minute, as he's able to get the interception and move it down the field and put it in. So 14 now. 14 goals for Life at the 6-minute and 21-minute mark. He is a special player. Jacob Long with his 5th goal on the afternoon. We have another face-off for the Cougars. Looking to possibly win it. It's been a struggle for Averett in the face-off department. Just 1 face-off in that first half of play and 0 in the second half of play. So back to the left side of your screen here. And over towards the 35-yard line, we go with number 6, Tristan Berry. And saw Jacob Long just a couple moments ago getting that goal on a nice play. And for my football fans, almost looked like a Darnell Savage pick 6 against Dak Prescott. If you can't tell, I'm a Packers fan. Back we go here with the Cougars, and 5:46 left to go in the 4th quarter of play. You see Cameron Prutzman moving it back over towards the 20-yard line. And over with the Cougars. Chance here now, back over towards the 15, back behind the X area, and a whistle. Offsides on the Cougars. We're going to flip over, back with the Running Eagles. Bodmer now looking to add on to what has already been a very successful day for this Running Eagles team, and they will do just that, as it looks like that was Posey on the goal. Not quite sure. We're going to confirm that for you here in just a minute, but that is going to be another goal by Life. 15-3 regardless. 5:12 on the clock in the 4th quarter of play. And we're going to have another face-off here for the Cougars in what has been a pretty tough day. And like I talked about, pretty young team here, just still trying to get their feet under them. And Coach Havoc is definitely leading this team in the right direction. But today has been a rough one, and Cougars looking to try to get some momentum going into maybe this next game, as we see about 5 minutes to go here. And I touched on it a little bit earlier in this 4th quarter of play, but I was able to sit down with Coach Havoc, and he talked about how they are going to win some games, they're going to lose some games, but the thing he wants to see is how they respond, and even just respond right here, down big in the 4th quarter of play. But can the Cougars get a little bit something going here, maybe score a couple of goals and get something to look positively at going into the next game, as we pass back behind the net. Good defense. Over to Bodmer. Bodmer, pump fake, passes back up towards the top. Long range shot is going to go over the net and out of play. And back in here we go on the left side of your screen with the Running Eagles and number 33, Michael Levtown. Jacob Long having a great day so far. Nice defense there, and a violation. What a great play there by Ethan Zach. We've seen a lot of great things from him in this one, the freshman out of Hood River, Oregon. Somebody's got to get out of the way, as you hear there on our crowd mic. Averett going to regain possession and going to run it all the way up the field, and tough defense there by Long, and he's able to regain possession. Whistle will blow. It's going to go back to Averett, much to the dismay of Jacob Long. And a chance here for the Cougars. 55 seconds left on the shot clock and just under 3:20 to go here in the fourth. Going to be turned over and right back over down to life. And we're going to see Cole Gardner into the game for the Running Eagles, back over down towards the X area. 60 on the clock. And over towards the 40-yard line with Josh Bell. Back over down towards number 33, Michael Levtown, and then over to Bodmer. You see right there, Josh Bell looking for a hat trick of his own. Going to pass it inside. Bodmer's going to have a decent look. He's going to opt to move inside, get hit towards the crease. Can't flush it down, and it's going to go out of play. Cougars will stay on defense, it looks like, here with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to move fastly for the Eagles. As nice defensive play there by number 10, Ty Pearson. Fresh shot clock for the Cougars, and they will have a chance here to create some offense of their own. Here comes Emmett Wood as we dip under 2 minutes to go here in the final frame of this one. So far, all life, as it'll be slowed up here and passed back over to Coleman, freshly into the game. Zach Coleman passes it back on the right, and there's some laundry on the field. You see a flag towards the 16-yard line. Passing towards the middle, and it's going to go awry, and we're going to whistle, and looks like, let's see what that flag is. It's going to be against life, it looks like. And it will, so it'll be a fresh shot clock for the Cougars with 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of play. It's going to be against Bodmer. It's going to be a slash for the last minute of play. So he will take a seat. 18 seconds will be on the clock when he's able to come back in. And for the Cougars, last time that they had this same opportunity happen, Cisse was able to put one in and get the Cougars on the board. So let's see if they can do something similar to that. Going to have a shot clock reset, it looks like. And with 1:18 left in this one, you can take a look at a couple of stats. Cisse with 1 goal, Wood with 1 goal, Powers with a goal and 2 assists. 3 points for him. And for life, leading scorer has been Jacob Long, 5 goals in this one. Special player indeed for him, and making special plays. He raises the bar as this one's going to go over towards the 30-yard line and over towards Wood. Dawson Hobbs. Cougars with a chance here and towards the net. Let's see if they can do anything here. Is this one going to be over to Taft? Taft's going to let it fire and over to the net and out of play. 58 seconds to go in this one. And for Averett, looking ahead here with just 58 seconds to go in this one, they will play host to their rival Greensboro on Friday, February 16th at 7 p.m. Looking to rebound. Cougars look like they're going to fall in this one and go down to 0-2. But still a little bit of time left to play in this one. Let's see if they can do anything, and they do. Nice shot there by Cisse, and he's able to get it in for his second goal on the afternoon. Nice play there. And the freshman from Alexandria, Virginia, showing up big. 2 out of the 4 Cougars goals have come off of the stick of the freshman. Standing 6'2", 155. He's able to fire that one in, and I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen from him today. Good display of speed. And right there, able to put that one in. And that's exactly what you want to see. Obviously, it has not been the Cougars' day. Now trail 15-4, but a nice goal there and something to look forward to for sure, and maybe possibly gain some momentum going into the next game. So we'll have one more face-off here for you. And this one, whistle will blow. It'll go over towards the Cougars. But definitely some improvement despite the loss here, and 2 goals in that opener, and now in this one 4 goals, 26 seconds left to go, so possibly adding a little bit more. Are the Cougars inside towards the net? Another opportunity here as Wood passes it back over to the 30-yard line. There's Hobbs. Back over to Dawson Hobbs in towards Wood. Wood looking for his second goal on the day. He's going to be stopped with a nice defensive play there. 4 seconds left on the clock. Averett is going to have to try to take a shot up. Wood's going to fire it in, but it's going to be an easy save from Willis. And that will end the game as Life ends this one 15-4 over your Averett University Cougars. Cougars fall to 0-2. And Life prevails here, and the Cougars' next game will be Friday, February 16th at 7 p.m. against Greensboro College, right here in Danville, Virginia at Daly Field. My name is Thomas Heaney III. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you guys on the next one. So long, friends.